Hey everybody, hope you're good. If you're new around here, hi, my name is Abby, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. So in today's video, I'm continuing with my sunscreen demo review series that took a while to get through my brain. So I'm continuing with my sunscreen review and demo series, and the next sunscreen up is the Eucerin Sensitive Protect SPF 30 Sun Lotion Extra Light. So I actually kept the packaging, so this is what the packaging looks like. And you have the bottle on the inside. Now, the good thing about this particular sunscreen just right off the bat is the price point and the amount that you get. So basically, the quantity you get for the price you pay. So this sunscreen, I believe, in fact, nearly all my sunscreens I got on offer. At the time, I paid £13 or £13.99, either through feelunique.com or essential.com. So there are three main places I get all my sunscreens. I rotate between the three depending on which one has an offer. I never ever get my sunscreens full price, but even if I did get this full price, it would still be a lot more value compared to most face sunscreens. Yeah, just based on the amount that you get, because again, this doesn't scream face sunscreen. It actually doesn't say it's for the face or the body in particular, which is really interesting. Yeah, so for the amount that you get, you do get 150 mls. Because this is a European brand, it doesn't have the fluid ounce equivalent, so I will put that on the screen for my American viewers. So you do get 150 mls, and that is very good for like a body sun lotion. Like some lotions from the drugstore anywhere, just lotions in general, tend to be around 150 ml to 200, like they start around that amount. So, you know, next to my head you can see it's quite a sizable amount considering the amount that you actually use as well on your face. It's going to take a while to get through this bottle, and it's really good just for that fact anyway. So I believe I paid £13.99 on offer at the time. I think it was like a 30% off offer. So this retails for even better. So it's actually currently, at the time of recording, which is an undisclosed date, it's actually on offer for £12 at Essential. And again, like I said, I usually get my like French pharmacy product either from Essential or like Feel Unique or lookfantastic.com. So those are the three, and sometimes on Amazon as well. You know, I've noticed some of these companies do so on Amazon at a discounted rate as well. So yeah, just watch out for Amazon. FYI, also comes in an SPF 50 factor. I think the only one they have on Essential, at least at the time when I was looking, was the SPF 30 version, and the full price is £18. But again, for a body sunscreen that gives you 150 mls, that is still I say body sunscreen, it's not advertised as a body sunscreen or a face sunscreen, it's just a sunscreen. But for that amount, it's still very good value for money. So luckily, everything I think I need to talk about is on the back of the packaging. So unlike my I want to say my Sun Balm or Neutrogena sunscreen, where they actually list the percentages, I've noticed Eucerin don't do that. They'll talk about the key selling points of the sunscreen and anything that's really important that you need to know, but they don't tell you the percentages, and I guess that's probably in the name of protecting their formula, you know, and all that, or they don't think their particular target market needs to know all that. So on the front it says it has a little stamp on it which says clinically tested, recommended by dermatologists. So it does have I think this is a dual, it's also, I think it comes in, is this Spanish? The package basically has, it's dual fronted, so it's either Spanish or Portuguese, one of the two. I'm gonna bet that this is Spanish. On one side we have Spanish or Portuguese, and on the other side we have English. So Everything I need to know is on the packaging. It's SPF30. It is called the Sensitive Protect Sun Lotion Extra Light, and it says it soothes sensitive skin and helps protect from sun-induced skin damage. It also says immediate absorption and it is water resistant. An extra FYI is that it's anti-stain. It says anti-stains after wash, so it says it helps to reduce the intensity of sunscreen stains after washing. I've noticed that some reviews do mention this, and like some of the sunscreens I have like read reviews for online, they do mention like staining, which isn't something I've experienced personally, but it's a thing for some people. On the top it says shake well before use, which I always remember to do. And yeah, so it's SPF 30. It is broad spectrum, so both UVA and UVB protection. So on the side it says Eucerin Sun Protection Innovation. UV light is the main cause of sun-induced skin damage. Besides UV, high energy visible light can induce free radicals to cause additional stress to the skin. So Eucerin Sun with advanced spectral technology combines UVA UVB filters for high UV protection and glycochalcone A, which is a special ingredient, for neutralization of free radicals. Okay, so glycochalcone A must be an antioxidant induced by UV and high energy visible light. So again, it mentions the anti-stained after wash thing, and it also mentions that it soothes sensitive skin and helps protect from sun-induced skin damage. It has immediate absorption, pleasant skin feeling, water resistant, and its clinical and dermatological studies prove very good skin tolerability on sensitive skin and suitable to use on the skin with atopic dermatitis, which is really good. So it says important usage instructions: shake well before use, apply generously before sun exposure, and reapply frequently. Reducing the quantity will lower the level of protection significantly. And also it also advises, like I always say in all my videos, do not stay too long in the sun, even while using a sunscreen product, again because your sunscreen can only do so much. The minute it's exposed to heat, sunlight, UVA, some of that protection does start to break down slowly, gradually over time. So again, you want to do your utmost to make sure you protect your skin physically, either with a hat, shades, the clothing that you wear, where you choose to stay, the time of day that you choose to go out. Typically, most packaging on sunscreens say that you should avoid going out between the hours of 10 and 2. Again, that is sometimes impractical because you just got life to live, but if you can, do it. And what else does it say? It says keep babies and young children out of direct sunlight. Allow to absorb completely and avoid direct contact with textiles and hard surfaces to prevent staining. Overexposure to the sun is a serious health threat, and it really is. So yeah, so that's everything it says on the bottom, on the packaging. And is there anything else? So yes, they do have, because Eucerin is a very kind of, you know, serious skincare brand, they have spent quite a lot of money clearly on clinical studies. I want to say they're right up there with the La Roche-Posay's, and what else is there in the Uriage. You know, all these French pharmacy brands, they have, you know, a very serious image when it comes to skincare and sunscreen in particular. So the fact that they actually mention clinical studies is actually a really big help. If I can find any extra information online, I will leave that on the screen as well. So on to the good stuff. So in terms of how it actually feels, it's called the Sun Lotion Extra Light. Is it actually extra light? Yes, it definitely is. It is a very smooth, easily absorbed formula. It is so nice on the skin. I love the formula of this. It has a slight shine to it. Now for me, I have oily skin. Sometimes it does get dry around my mouth area because I use tretinoin from as a prescription from the company Dermatica. Link in the description if you are interested in any link in the description box if you are interested in trying that out. Again, you get your first prescription for free. You just pay for shipping, which is about £2.95, and you can basically fill out a form and you tell your dermatologist all your skincare concerns, and you get your first month, your first prescription for free. So that's what I've been using for over a year now, and it's been helping me so much with my acne. Like when I get acne, or when I get like little breakouts here and there, it goes within like 2-3 days. The scars are like minimal. When I say I don't even get scars, most spots like come out and then just go back down again. Like the days of getting acne scars everywhere are over. Like I can actually concentrate on the, you know, the after effects, like the hyperpigmentation that, you know, is slowly fading over time. So yeah, so that aside, because I use that, I get dry patches around my mouth sometimes when I go like hard, or just like as a side effect, because tretinoin is irritating to the skin. So it's good that I can use this sunscreen, because there are some sunscreens that will basically burn your face off. They will irritate your skin, especially if you are experiencing some kind of irritation. This isn't one of those. It is extremely light. I can use it on those days when my skin is feeling slightly more irritated than normal. And what else is there? So yeah, in terms of how it wears, so this particular sunscreen wears really nicely throughout the day. My face will do what it needs to do. It will get oily eventually, but it doesn't get oily too quickly with this sunscreen. So that is something I really like about it. And I just can't get over like the formulation. The formulation is really light on the skin. It doesn't feel greasy, and it just has a slight sheen to it. It's not matte. Yeah, so it's definitely not matte, but it is not greasy at all. I will definitely not have a problem recommending this to somebody who has oily skin. Yeah, so it's more like a natural finish, and it takes a while for my oils to break through, or like for my face to get really oily. Like by the end of the day, my face will be oily regardless of what I do, but on first application it's really nice. And this is one of the few sunscreens I can actually like freely apply around my eyes, and I don't have an issue of it irritating my eyes at all. Again, it's a great thing for those who have sensitive skin, because as they say, some of their clinical studies, most people didn't experience irritation with this sunscreen, which is great for for a chemical sunscreen. This is a really good formulation. Most chemical sunscreens have this really bad reputation of like being irritating around the eyes. I actually just prefer to use a sunscreen stick for most of my chemical sunscreens, but with this one I don't need to do that, so I just use this straight everywhere, and I can get on with the next step in my skincare routine, or like the next step I can get on with the rest of my day basically. The fact that it's SPF 30, that is my minimum. If you can get SPF 50, yes, that is really good. This does come in an SPF 50 version. It wasn't available at the time, so I bought this one, and once I use this I'll definitely try the SPF 50 and see if it's any different. And the fact that it has this extra antioxidant property to it is amazing, because the UV rays, both UV and UVB, do cause free radical damage to the skin, and it's good that this actually has the antioxidant. Is it lycochalcone A, which is some type of antioxidant that definitely neutralizes free radicals. So yeah, it stops that kind of activity going on, protects your skin even further. And yeah, just make sure you take extra precaution. Would I recommend this? Definitely I would. I love the price point, love the amount that you get. Like I said, it doesn't scream face sunscreen or body sunscreen for that matter. You probably think this is just straight for the body, you might not think this is for the face. I'm one of those people who loves like value for money, so anytime I can get a body sunscreen that can work for my face, I'd rather choose that than get like a small container of 50 ml. Most sunscreens for the face tend to be around 50 ml, which is really, you finish that in like, I don't know, less than 2 weeks. So I like the fact that this comes in a 150 ml container, and it lasts for quite a while. I'm only like about halfway through. And in terms of the UVA rating as well, I don't know if I always remember to mention this, but this actually has a UVA rating of 4 stars. That's how good this is. So the SPF rating, which is the sun protection factor, speaks more to the UVB rating. So in terms of how long it takes for you to burn, times that by 30. So if you are really fair skin, it doesn't take you a moment to burn. You have 30 times that amount of time before you start burning with an SPF 30. That's kind of how it's calculated, roughly speaking. So yeah, as long as you use the right amount, you're good to go. So I like this a lot. I couldn't recommend it more. This is like one of the best sunscreens I have used. I won't say it's the best, because again, it's not the highest factor. I could definitely stand to go higher, but in terms of the formulation, I really like it. It gives you a really nice natural finish. The price point's really good, especially if you can get it on offer as well. I think I got it around £13, £12.99, £13.99. Definitely less than £14, and it's lasted quite a while. So that is it for my review. And is there, oh, one important thing, if you care, it does contain fragrance, which is interesting because again it says it is tested on sensitive skin. So again, that whole idea that people who have sensitive skin can't use fragrance products is a bit of a, you know, hit and miss. Sometimes if you do have that kind of skin, or if you are allergic to particular irritants, then you might just want to proceed with caution, but try it out at least. You know, it's not that much money down the drain if it doesn't work out for you, but for the majority I can imagine it will. So yeah, it does contain fragrance. If it didn't, it'll probably win more points, but I've kind of gotten jumped off that bandwagon of like fragrance free. If something works, I will shut my trap and use it, especially if it doesn't irritate my skin, especially if it's for a good price point, and especially if you get the amount that you get. So yeah, it does have that Eucerin trademark fragrance. Obviously Eucerin have their fragrance line, and they also have their fragrance free line as well. So this does contain fragrance. It's not that kind of overpowering fragrance, but you do notice it when you apply it, especially to the face. And it's also good on the body, obviously. It doesn't peel, and it's great under makeup as well. If you have dry skin, you might love this. I like it a lot. It could stand to be matte style. Like, yeah, if it could be more matte, even better. But if that's going to compromise the formulation, then again, it's fine as it is. It definitely stands to be a bit more matte, but I'm loving how it is, and I would definitely purchase it over and over again, and I would recommend it. So long story short, get this. So yeah, if you like this review, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell while you are down there so you don't miss my next upload. And do also check out my other videos on sunscreens I have demoed and reviewed. There will be my sunscreen playlist. And yeah, so until next time, stay blessed, have a great morning, afternoon, evening or night wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.